at Gravity Research, you have what I am so enviable of. You get to be talking to marketing communications leaders just across the Fortune 100, 500, 1000. Is there anything you can share that you're hearing from marketers, and let's say the Fortune 500, that isn't showing up in public discourse yet? Are there kind of rumblings that might show up in like the public comms in like a couple of months from now, without getting in trouble?
There's lots.
Oh,
There's lots, of course. Some themes that we're hearing about now. America 250. That's an issue that's coming up a lot. And I'm assuming it's the same for marketers as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Very much so.
It has to be.
It's so interesting that we've gotten to a point where celebrating patriotism could be seen as some sort of reputational landmine, but that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
Executives don't want to be seen as aligning too close with the administration, and they also don't want to be seen, of course, as not being patriotic for this very wonderful historic event. I think this is especially true for corporations that have a presence or headquarters within Boston, Philadelphia, and DC, where there actually will be physical events. We're doing a lot of benchmarking for folks in terms of this is what different corporations within the Fortune 500 are saying and doing. This is how they're getting involved. Because again, a phrase that we say a lot at Gravity, right now within this current moment, because again, the pendulum swings, is that no one wants to be the tallest blade of grass. And that will change. In a couple of years, maybe I'll be on here again, and we'll be talking about how to be the tallest blade of grass. But right now, in this current moment, that's a lot of the sentiment. So a lot around America 250. Voting rights is coming up slowly as an issue that we're hearing about and kind of keeping an eye on. If you flash back to 2020, there was a lot of chatter and conversation around voting integrity, election integrity. We anticipate seeing echoes of that within the midterm election, especially considering the situation in Georgia right now and a lot of the rhetoric that's coming out of the White House. You could very much foreshadow this being a possible issue. Pride 2026. So we're already hearing from a lot of folks about the plans that they're making around Pride, wanting to understand what others are doing. We put a survey into the field a couple months before Pride every year to gauge just that. Again, that's of our panel of very elite VP and above at Fortune 500. I'm anticipating, and this isn't kind of an official forecast. It's just my anticipation. Last year, we saw a pullback of more external statements, but still holding strong to internal efforts. So holding lunches with ERGs, celebrating LGBTQ plus employees, still staying strong and showing pride to those internal stakeholders, but maybe fewer parade sponsorships, fewer social media efforts. So we'll have a survey into the field, in a couple months now, about what folks will be planning for Pride. And then the last is just information about the administration. This is something that we anticipated would maybe trickle down a little bit, maybe lessen up. Maybe we'd get fewer questions about what is going on with the administration.
You sweet summer child.
I know. But truly, the volume of requests that we got in early 2025 about what is the administration thinking? Talk to me about this stakeholder map. Where are the influencers within this certain issue? That continued very strongly throughout 2025 and continues into 2026. So there's still this really big question mark over what is the Trump administration doing? How are they handling things? Where is the axes of power within that? So,
and it's rightfully so. It's been a kind of a moving target for as long as I can remember. So yeah, and that's very, and when we're talking about reputation, it's very challenging to balance that this is who we are with what day of the week is it? Like, what's everybody talking about right now? Where do we fall on that specifically? So, like I said, big challenge, but I think there are some big opportunities